They always say not to panic when you lose things because you'll never find them, but there are some things to panic about when you lose them because they are really important, and it's just a thing you need to worry about because I think, let's say things like passwords or cell phone or your purse, those are things to panic about because it has all your personal stuff in that you carry around. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you didn't already, I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And today in this video, I have a top 10 things you can panic about when you lose them. So these are things that if you lose them, it can cause you to panic about them. And trust me, I've lost a couple of these things, but luckily I was able to find them. And it's just a good thing to make sure that you keep track of your important stuff, like let's say your wallet, cell phone, and stuff, because if you lose those things, that's probably not a good thing because you have all your personal information in that stuff. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Number one on my list would have to be your wallet. So your wallet is one thing you have to panic about when you lose, because you have all your credit cards in there, your debit cards, your money in there. Those are things that you need to worry about because you don't want someone having access to your credit cards or your money. And if you carry a lot of cash around you, that's something you really need to worry about, and also someone can probably steal your identity. So you have to be extremely careful and keep track of your wallet when you go out. Number two on my list would be your password. So I've actually lost my passwords a couple times, and it's pretty scary. And your passwords are something you need to worry about when you lose them, because your passwords, you probably have your YouTube account password on there, and you don't want someone getting a hold of that. You probably have your bank account passwords, like all your passwords that involve your personal information. You don't want to lose your passwords, because what if someone gets a hold of like all your accounts and everything? It's not a good thing. Number three on my list would have to be your house key. So your house key is one thing you don't want to lose, because you don't want somebody finding your key to your house and then breaking into your house and stealing stuff. So you never want to lose your house key. That is a bad thing. Because your house key, because your house key is a really important thing, because how you're going to get in your house, or also if you do lose your house key, what if someone has access to your house? So you need to keep track of your house key at all times. I always keep mine on a little keychain. So so you don't lose your house key, make sure you keep it on a keychain or some kind of bobby pin or whatever. Not a bobby pin, a safety pin, excuse me. Number four on my list would be your credit card. So one thing you could do is, in case you can't find a credit card, you could always cancel it, but it's not good to cancel it just in case you find it. But you never want to lose your credit cards, because then if you lose your credit card, someone can have access to your bank account and stuff, and it's just not a good thing. So always keep track of your credit cards and make sure you never lose them. Number five on my list would be your debit cards. So you never want to lose your debit cards, because it's the same reason as your credit card, because your debit card has access to your money in your bank account, and you don't want to lose that either, because someone can have access to your debit card. So always keep your debit and credit cards in your wallet. Number six on my list would have to be cash. So if you carry a lot of cash, like let's say $50 around in you, you don't want to like lose that, because it's probably the only type of money you have. I know there's a lot there. I know most people probably use their debit and credit cards nowadays to pay for things. But if you're kind of like really old-fashioned and you like to carry cash around with you, you should always keep your cash in your wallet. You never want to lose it in case you don't have a credit or debit card, because cash is a great backup plan. And in case you don't have a credit or debit card, or you don't carry a debit or credit card, so you just never want to lose your cash. Number 7 on my list would have to be your Airbnb key. So you never want to lose your Airbnb key is one thing you can panic about because someone else can get into your Airbnb with the key, so that's not a good thing. And sadly, I'm not gonna lie, I lost my Airbnb key about a month ago. We lost our Airbnb key about a month ago. Luckily, we got it replaced. So you need to keep track of that, because if you are a guest and you lose a key to the Airbnb, you can get charged for it. So that's not a good thing. But if the owner loses it, it's not your fault. But if you're guesting at someone else's Airbnb and you lose the key, they're not going to be happy because they have to pay to replace the key, and they're probably going to charge you for it. So always keep track of the Airbnb key when you stay in an Airbnb, or if you're a host, make sure you keep the key in a safe spot. Number 8 on my list would have to be your phone. So this is one thing to panic about, because you probably have all your personal information on your phone, like let's say your credit card information or your passwords to a lot of accounts, or you're logged into a lot of your accounts on your phone, and you don't want to have someone having access to a lot of your accounts. So always keep track of your phone. And I'm not gonna lie, I do panic a lot when I don't know where my phone is. So always keep track of your phone and make sure. And I'm gonna be honest. One stupid / funny thing I would do was I would put my phone on silent, and I'd forget to turn it off silent. So you should always make sure you keep your phone on alert, so then you can hear it. So then you can be able to find your phone just in case you lose it. Number 9 on my list would have to be your purse. So your purse is probably something that you can panic about when you lose, because you have all your wallet, your money, and a lot of stuff you carry around in your purse. So your purse is something you need to keep track of and make sure you never lose. Number 10 on my list would have to be your homework. So I'm not gonna lie, I've actually panicked when I've lost my homework before, and it really sucks, but luckily I was able to find it. So your homework is really important, and you don't wanna lose that, because you will fail school, and your teachers may think you make up an excuse for not doing your homework, so you should always keep track of your homework. But in case you do lose your homework, you can always ask your teacher for another homework sheet of whatever homework you were doing. So this is one thing I have panicked about before, as I've lost my homework a couple times, but luckily I found it. But always keep your homework in your school folder so you know where it is. And in case you do lose it, you can always ask your teacher for another one, even if it's due late. So I know some teachers don't accept late work, but in case you need to, you can always ask your teacher if you could have an extra page. So those are the top 10 things you should panic about when you lose them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.